out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen her.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Mariota. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And they'll run it here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On play action, Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Mariota. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Second down, Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Off the play fake, Mariota. It's caught, Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And they'll go with the ground attack here. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319! 319! Gone! 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 Gone!
McCarron on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Over! Hurry up, here we go!
Shotgun snap for McCarron. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, 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 gone.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Set. 319. 319.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play, Mariota to Davis. 64 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing! Blue, landing! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at
That snap came at 1. Now McCarron. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
gun, gun!
Now here's McCarron on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 21-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On second down, here's McCarron. Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And while there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's McCarron. He's going to let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
McCarron now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mariota to throw it, and this is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work his way down to the 16. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Mariota forced out to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 28-0. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's McCarron off play action. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake. McCarron. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Davis with it left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, Mariota finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. Extra point put through by Succop. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Green 39. Gun.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's at the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Gun.
Now McCarron throwing on 2nd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Leopard! Check 4. All right, now, Lucky 56.
Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Detroit!
McCarron to throw on second down. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Watch it now, Barney! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Keep it rolling.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they'll go to the ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hurry up, here we go.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Titans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on